around Seattle. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You look at this Eagle defense.
Yeah, they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
To throw on second down is Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Still on his feet.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at about the 32.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive to about the 35, second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
On 1st and
hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. He's got to get used to it, though. You got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side, Swift.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
They run with a veteran here. It's Rashad Penny.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Eagles.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
6-0 our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. Really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That one behind his man, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 52 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a handoff to Swift. They'll get this up to about the 44.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Second down, here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now Gino on 1st down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
63.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
2nd and 10.
In motion left comes Brown. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
13X.
Throwing now is Geno. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll throw now on the final play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Great. Set. You on now.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
But there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
63.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Penny, a first down carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and 5. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Brown the motion man right. Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Able to fight through one tackle. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Hey, easy, 63, bang. Bang.
Throwing is Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Hey, let's go Sunday.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, Smith eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They're going right back to Walker. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now a 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Offense actually praised an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Geno out to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Don't touch that.
On 1st down, Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Silver.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
On third down, here's Walker.
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
So the victory here for Seattle.